Yo, what is up guys? It is Skaarm, and for today's video, as highly requested, I'm making myself a club tour video. Many people have asked, so here it is. Of course, I haven't made too many videos in recent times. Of course, the Silver Stars promo, whatever it's called, not the greatest, not the most fun, so I just took a little break. Nonetheless, though, of course, this is a club tour of my 11 million coin club. Of course, not everything is in my squad, obviously. Some of these are just liquid coins, like you can see the 1.9 million at the top. Along with that, I have many investments in a lot of informs as well, which I haven't really been investing or trading too much, so I kind of just have them in it to some random stuff like that. Nonetheless, though, let's get straight into the squad now. Alright, here we are at the squad. We're going to start off at goalkeeper with the man himself, Manuel Neuer. If you guys don't already know, I'm a Bayern fan. So of course I have to have my GOAT in here. Along with that, he does link very well into my squad as well with some other Bayern players that you guys will see in a second from now. Nonetheless, great keeper, saves me a bunch. I know anytime my friends have played me, I mean, the guy has just saved me, bailed me out of many games. So an absolute beast. At right back, we're going to have a player I'm not too fond of. Of course, it's going to be Kyle Walker. I don't believe this card's that great, but he links pretty well into the squad, so I kind of have to use him. 200 games nearly played with this guy, so that's pretty crazy. I'm honestly surprised I've played that much FIFA. Nonetheless, we go into center back. The reason Walker is in this squad is going to be Ruben Diaz and the chemistry he does require. 150 games. He's been pretty solid, but honestly, I'm not going to lie. I do feel like the center back right beside him is pretty much better in the game. He does feel a lot better for me, and that's going to be Nicholas Sule. Of course, if you guys missed out on this card, shame on you. This card was an absolute beast. Guaranteed a +2. Come on, it was Barcelona versus Bayern. We already knew it was going to be a +2 here. And just an absolute beast for me. 430 games played, a club legend, an absolute beast. Then we're going to move on to left back, my favorite player in the world at current moment. That's going to be Alphonso Davies. If you guys already know, like I said, I'm a Bayern fan. But along with that, I am from Canada. So, of course, I have to represent my Canadian GOAT here in Alphonso Davies, an absolute beast. Not as great as last year's cards, of course, in my opinion. Last year, he was a different beast, but this year is still pretty good. Then we move on to Phil Foden, probably one of my favorite players in this entire squad, which is pretty surprising, as he definitely isn't anywhere near the top in terms of price. But regardless, his stats don't justify how good this card actually is. 200 games played, about 80 goals, 60 assists. Pretty good stats, but definitely plays better than that. And if you guys have the budget for him, I definitely do recommend him. Then we're going to move on to the next player in the midfield, and that's going to be Chalobah and his new Future Stars card that recently did come out in the objectives. I think he's a decent card. Is he a phenomenal card? Not really. Of course, I would like to upgrade this card in the future, but for the time being, he is pretty solid. Then we move on to, of course, if you guys seen me already pack this, you guys might have seen the reaction. I packed this KDB, and of course, it's just an incredible card. In my opinion, it's still a little underwhelming for, I believe he's like 1.9 million coins on the market, so he's pretty underwhelming for that price, but he is still a great card, an absolute beast. And then we'll move on to his midfield duo in Jorginho. Once again, obviously not that good compared to his price in my opinion, but he still is insane. And of course, both these cards are still going to last me all of the year, so I can't really complain. From there, we move on to the first striker, and that is going to be Cantona. With 160 games, 100 goals basically, and 70 assists. So that's insane in my opinion. I do think this card is very good. I do sub him off here and there because against every opponent, this card may not work. Some opponents, I do need a smaller striker, a more agile striker. Of course, Cantona is not clunky by any means, but he is still, of course, a bigger striker than other cards. Then we're going to move on to Origi, of course, a card that just recently did come out. I'm not a Liverpool fan by any means, but I did expect Liverpool to win in that match versus Chelsea. Now, were they actually meant to win that game? Probably not. Nonetheless, I'm still going to be happy here. We're going to get a +2 upgrade on our Origi, and he's an absolute beast. I'm going to have to say that for sure. 11 games played, 19 goals, 2 assists. That's in Div 1/Elite Division, so I mean, I just think he's a great card. From there, we're going to move on to, of course, the reserves. I'll go through them pretty quickly. DCL, I kind of just like messing around with the card like him. Draxler, an absolute club legend. Anyone who missed this SBC truly did miss out on a great cam, a great center mid, whatever you guys wanted to play him as. Just an absolute beast though. Then we're going to move on to Emilio Butragueno. Of course, I did pack him pretty recently. You might have seen the video on that. Nonetheless, I think he's decent, but not that great. I really do miss out on that 4-star skills that I do require in my gameplay. By any means, am I a skiller? Absolutely not, but 4-star skills is still pretty important. Then we're going to move on to the actual sub bench. That's going to include Ozil. I've only played 4 games. Had some fun with him, obviously. Then we have Bale. I packed him out of, I believe, my 85 times 10, which is not too bad either. He's 4 games played, 2 goals scored, so not too bad. But overall, still very underwhelming. In terms of Hazard, I've only played 1 game. Probably off the bench. I don't remember using him, to be honest. Then we have Paqueta. I was meaning to use this card, but then right after I got this card, I kind of did pack, I believe, Jorginho or something like that during the Team of the Year promotion. We also have headliners Reece James, which I do believe is a much better right back than this Kyle Walker. But of course, for chemistry reasons, I can't be using him. David, of course, another Canadian GOAT, great player off the bench. And then we have ourselves one of the greatest players of all time, Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting. As I said, Bayern fan here. He's an absolute beast in the elite division, tearing it up off the bench. He's also started many games, and for 450 coins, I think he's an absolute bargain. As an absolute beast he is. And for all you guys calling cap on all that Choupo-Moting stuff, here we go. We got the jersey too. So there's no cap in this. Choupo-Moting's the GOAT. Don't disrespect. An absolute club icon. So here we go. Let's go into the next squad now that I actually do use quite a bit too, and that's gonna be right here. There we go. This is my squad that I kind of use in the Elite Division and Div 1. I've used these players throughout the past 2 seasons now, and they've been very fun. Of course, I haven't really used them in this season, this current season at least, hence why 2 of the players are currently in concept. I kind of did sell them just to get that extra couple coins back. Nonetheless, I'll be buying this Lewandowski, the 94, and getting my homos back as well. In terms of the squad, of course, we got Sven Ulreich in net. At right back, we're gonna have Boner Star. Of course, I know his name is Bonasar, but I mean, that's my GOAT's name. Boner Star, the absolute beast. And then in center back, we got Sule. And along with that, we're going to have ourselves Hummels. In left back, Davies, you guys already seen that. Draxler as well. Then we have Neuer right here. Of course, that kind of explains why these stats are the way they are. 18 goals, 6 assists, an absolute beast here. Then we got Jamal Musiala. Absolutely robbed of 8 future stars. EA Sports, what are you guys doing? You guys better give him the absolute juiced out card next year. Nonetheless, though, let's keep it moving. Then we got Robert Lewandowski. I've used all his cards, his gold, his inform, team of the group stage. We're gonna get this 94. I haven't used that one yet. Then I've used his team of the year as well. I'm not gonna be buying the team of the year as I don't want to sink that many coins into this squad. Nonetheless, we also have Thomas Muller. Haven't really got a chance to use this card yet, but of course, now that I'm in the elite division, I'm gonna be glad to use him. And of course, the absolute beast in it, Choupo-Moting, to end off the squad. And a couple just other players that I really do enjoy, like David Buchanan, Shade 3, of course. If you guys don't already know, I'm Indian as well, so gotta represent my boys out here in FIFA Ultimate Team, of course. In terms of how this squad actually does line up, I can't really go into the custom tactics, but I kind of just use Neuer right here in the center back position beside Sule. And then I kind of use Hummels in the CDM position. My 2 box-to-boxes are Musiala and Draxler. And then at 2 strikers, Lewandowski and Choupo-Moting. And then, of course, in cam, we have the man himself, Tom Assist Muller. Apart from that, that's basically the squad. Like I said before, 11 million coin club. The squad itself is worth about like 5.5 to 6 million coins without the bench and reserves included. With everything, the bench, reserves, and with, of course, my coins, the club is worth 11 million coins. So let's move into, of course, the leaderboards, just so you guys can see a little bit of how that's going. In terms of transfer profit, I'm around 10.2 million coins. Pretty poor for me compared to previous FIFAs. Nonetheless, though, I haven't really been enjoying this FIFA that much. Still, though, I say that, but I still have 390k in match earnings. So that's pretty pathetic for me. I can't believe I've played that much FIFA. I don't even enjoy the game. And in case anyone's calling the cap that I use like all these players in the elite division, stuff like that, I mean, here you go, I'm an elite. What more do I need to really prove? Apart from that, though, guys, that's a good video, so please do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.